What's going on there, everyone? Welcome back to how to set up your RV camper. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to hook up your water on your RV. Sounds simple, but if you don't take these precautions, you could have quite the mess. Let's take a look. All right, so one of the first things that you'll notice when I hook up the water is that I'm using a white hose. This is a special food grade hose. Can you use a regular hose when you're hooking up your camper? Probably. Is it the best idea? Probably not. Remember, this water, especially if you're drinking it, you're using it to cook, you're using it, you're going to be consuming this water. So you would want to treat it, you do want to treat it like food. And so use a white food grade hose. They're readily available. They're a little expensive, not horribly expensive. This hose is only used for drinking water, potable water on this camper. Never use it to flush the black tank. We're going to get into that in a little bit. But most important thing is a regulator. You definitely need some kind of regulator on your RV water when you're hooking up to water, especially when you don't know the pressure. There are basically three different kinds of regulators. One is a very inexpensive, and I'll leave a link to all these below, a very inexpensive one. Now what's important is you're going to want something on there that says it's regulating it to 45 to 50 PSI. That's pounds per square inch. That's how much pressure is going through that line and into your camper. As I've said plenty of times in a lot of my other videos, these campers are built like junk. There's no way around it. I don't even know if I don't think it matters how much money you spend. They're made cheap and they're made to go down the road as light as possible. And so a lot of these connections, they're not rated for high pressure on all those lines. And if you put too much pressure and you hook up to your water, you're going to blow out one of those connections and you're going to have water everywhere in your camper. And you'll notice, take a look at these three different kinds. You'll notice that in your RV manual, it says somewhere between 50 and 60, 65 is usually the max. Now, there are these regulators that look a lot like this, but you have to pay very close attention and look at what the PSI rating is on those. Okay, a lot of your campgrounds will already have one on, this one does, but those are rated for like 125 PSI. That is still way too much pressure for your RV, and you're risking damage. Okay, so what I do recommend is I recommend this one. It's just a little bit more expensive, but it has a way for you to adjust the pressure, so you can give yourself a little bit more pressure, a little bit less pressure, depending on how much is coming in. Gives you the most amount of pressure possible for your showers, washing dishes, things like that. And it also gives you a readout on it, and you can adjust it, so that works out really great. So first thing you're going to do, take out your hose, hook up your hose. The other thing I do recommend, check out this 90-degree elbow. This 90-degree elbow brass fitting, very cheap. We'll leave a link to that below as well. Makes it a ton easier, one, to hook up, and two, takes all the pressure off that connection as well as off your hose. So I highly recommend getting one of those. Hook up your hose to your camper, simple enough. It's just a standard garden hose. Then you hook it up to your regulator. Then you hook it up to the faucet wherever you're hooking up at your campground. And then you go ahead and turn it on. Now, something you want to consider, whenever I leave the camper for, if I'm going to be gone for the day, going to be going out doing something, walk over and turn the water off. Just turn it off. You're not there. What do you need water for when you're not there? And it's 999 times out of 1,000, nothing's going to happen. But if there's a problem with the water, do you want to be there or not be there? This is where things get really nasty. You have a problem, you have something blow out, and you're not there and you don't hear it, and you don't notice it, and you're gone all day. And then you come back and you've got a flooded out RV trailer and a complete mess. So it takes 2 seconds, walk over to the spigot when you leave for the day, turn it off. You're not there, doesn't matter, there's no water coming into the RV. When you come back, walk over, flip it back on. Simple enough. Hope that helps, everyone. Until next time, see ya.